What's up, guys? It's your boy Justin here with another Halloween month review. Today we're reviewing Devil Survivor, Volume 1, which came out in 2014 Japan, 2015 here. It's created by Atlus. It's a manga by Satoru Matsuda and original characters by Suzuhito Yasuda, which very similar character designs to the Digimon Cyber Sleuth games, which this manga is based off a DS game, which both of them came out in the West. Devil Survivor on Nintendo DS, and then Devil Survivor Overclocked 1 and 2. Here's I have the case here for Devil Survivor 2. I lost the case for Devil Survivor 1, but I still have that game. Because I keep all my 3DS and DS games inside this like little bag. Yeah. So, before I start my review, like and comment, please, guys. So yeah, stupid camera stand. So yeah, I should just mention that if you're somebody who already is interested in SMT games, I would say you're probably better off just playing the game, because the game is basically half a visual novel anyway. But if you're not interested in playing the game, then maybe this manga is for you, because the story is actually pretty good. So the story, it's a little cyberpunky, which is pretty cool, because not a lot of the, aside from the Soul Hacker games, not a lot of the SMT games are, cyberpunk. Though some are sci-fi, like Strange Journey. Right, but yeah, the story of this manga is you got 3 teenagers that are hanging out in Tokyo. They get invited there by our main character's cousin, Naoya, which our character in the games, in most Atlus games, and especially in Shin Megami Tensei, the main character doesn't have a name, but here his name is Kazuya Gishi. And he's best friends with Atsuro and Yuzu. And they get invited to Tokyo to hang out with his cousin, only to be snubbed by his cousin and given game comps, which look like 3DSs, but they're supposed to be like DSs, because I don't think they had like 3DSs back then. And they're basically like the comps. They're basically the devices they use in the manga to summon demons, right? Because in all SMT games, your characters summon demons to fight and survive, and that's the whole premise of this manga. Is our main characters get stuck in Tokyo, where there's a lockdown, and they're given these comps, which have not only do they have the special ability to summon demons, but they also get emails called Laplace Mail, where it tells them stuff that's going to happen in the future. Like, they get told that at 4 o'clock a man will be killed by a large carnivorous beast. At 7 o'clock there's going to be a large explosion. At 9 o'clock there's going to be a blackout. So here you see that the demon, it's an ogre that attacks this guy. Which in the video game you never see this scene. So there are scenes in this book that aren't in the video game, right? So yeah, so a lot of the story is basically our characters trying to figure out what the hell is going on in Tokyo, and you also have this mysterious cult called the Shomenkai, which they have devil summoners in their group too. Like, this character helps them survive an attack from Wendigo. So yeah, our characters are basically trying to survive while they encounter demons, which they have to defeat. How they first get a hold of their demons is their comps summon them after Atsuro hacks them, and they have to defeat their demons to use them as allies. So our main character gets an ogre, Atsuro gets a Wagira or whatever that's called, and then like Yuzu gets Pixie, which is a demon you usually start with in like a lot of the SMT games, including the one I've been playing recently, Soul Hackers 2, which I played the first 5 hours of, and I'm gonna do a little mini review for that because I don't have time to review do full reviews for horror RPGs this year. So yeah, the first major boss that they encounter in the manga and the game is Wendigo, who uses ice spells, right? And they also have these demons, which I forget what they're called. I think they're like a Chinese demon. So yeah, well, so our characters are basically trying to survive while all this crazy shit is going on. There's also a military lockdown of Tokyo, so they can't leave and they can't. And yeah, and for some reason, like, you know, you would think the soldiers would do something about the demons, but yeah, I don't know. Which is probably why they locked it down in the first place. I don't remember. I didn't play much of Devil Survivor because the game, one, I had burnout because I had been like 6 SMT games in a row, and then there's the fact that Devil Survivor is a strategy RPG, mostly a visual novel, but a strategy RPG where the combat is like first-person turn-based combat, like in the other DS and 3DS SMT games. But those were dungeon crawlers. Here, it's a strategy RPG, which is so fucking weird that you would mix the two battle systems, right? But yeah, here's what I thought about the manga. I like the story, even though it's typical. We gotta save the world from demons, right? Well, I think that comes later. Here, it's just our characters are just trying to survive. Alright? The art is good. I'm not a huge fan of the character designs, but they're not bad. But, you know, the art is good. The story is good. This is a solid 7 out of 10, but honestly, I had no interest in reading the manga because I have the games. But if you're like I said in the beginning of the review, if you don't have the games and you don't want to spend like a lot of money on the games in a 3DS, even though I think if you're a JRPG fan, the 3DS is worth getting just for all the good RPGs on the DS and 3DS alone. But like a lot of those do get re-released on the Switch. But but honestly, I think the 3DS is worth getting if you're a JRPG fan. But if you're someone who just wants to read the story, you know, you don't want to play the game. The story I think was pretty good, even though I never beat the game, but I will someday. So yeah, that's it for this review, guys. 7 out of 10. And I guess nobody saw the end of my last video where I asked you guys, hey, did you want me to let you know what the next review is going to be? I know you said you didn't want to know what I was reviewing this year ahead of time, but like, do you want to at least know what I'm reviewing for my next review, right? So, but yeah, so the next review will be Friday. And I'm marathoning all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, so I'm going to, as a bonus for the Monday Halloween month review, I'm going to do a quick review for all 7 of the classic Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I'll probably just be giving the ratings on some of them, but, you know, for the interesting ones, I'll give, like, you know, quick review. Alright guys, that's it for this review. Peace.